Cardigan Mountain School offers a close-knit community that prepares middle school boys in mind, body, and spirit for responsible and meaningful lives in a global society.
To achieve our mission, we reward effort and accomplishment, helping each boy realize his academic, physical, and personal potential through the integration of the following core values in all aspects of daily life.
Compassion. Be kind. Seek to understand others and go out of your way to help.
Integrity. Be honest. Remain true to yourself and your word.
Respect. Be considerate. Care for yourself, others, and Cardigan Mountain School.
Courage. Be brave. Face adversity with strength and persistence.
You've just heard the mission statement of Cardigan Mountain School, along with our 4 core values: compassion, integrity, respect, and courage. This is what we come here to celebrate: the opening of another year to live the Cardigan way, as a community and as people who are a part of something greater than ourselves. Each fall, we choose a theme to guide us for the academic year. This year, that theme is Respect the Climb. We will talk more about what this means in the coming days, but know that all of us are now climbing together. And on that journey, we are charged with caring for ourselves, others, and Cardigan Mountain School. And the most important step is the next one. I am honored now to introduce our speaker for tonight's ceremony, a teacher and coach who is new to most of you, but not to this school. Mr. Leisenring graduated from Cardigan Mountain School in 1998, going on to play hockey in the U.S. National Team Development Program, serving as captain of the U.S. Junior National Team in 2001. He remained second in total games played for the league. At the University of Vermont, he captained his team for 3 seasons, and between the American Hockey League as well as teams in Germany, Sweden, and Denmark, he played professional hockey for 9 years before moving on to his coaching career. All of that sounds pretty sweet, but that's not what impressed me most about Mr. Leisenring. What still stands out to me is his interview, which I regard as a highlight of last year. In between conversations with Cardigan faculty, Mr. Leisenring sought out one of our 9th graders, A.J. Noel, whose father, Andy Noel, coached him in hockey during his time at CMS 20 years earlier. While I did not hear all of their conversation, I know he told A.J. that his father changed his life, that he had a profound impact on his character and ultimately who he became. Since Mr. Noel's passing in 2015, his legacy and positive influence still lives strong in all of the communities that were fortunate enough to have him, and with all of the people who were made better by his mentorship and example. I was inspired and moved to see AJ receive this gift and have this moment with a fellow Cougar, knowing that this kind of respectful, compassionate, honest, and courageous display of human interaction was, is, and will be what we are all about here at Cardigan. I am assured that we are all in the right place at the right time. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Leisenring to give our opening ceremony remarks.
Good evening, Cardigan family. It is an absolute honor to be a new teacher and coach at Cardigan Mountain School. I feel extremely lucky and humbled to be speaking in front of you on this wonderful night. We are all here for a reason. We all have a purpose and should strive to make the best out of our opportunity and time on the point. As an 8th grader, about 20 years ago, my transition into private school wasn't easy by any means. I was completely out of my comfort zone. It was a new world. I grew up in a small town 91 miles away with one four-way stop sign and my parents' house that still sits on that same dirt road. As a 6th and 7th grader, things in the classroom came naturally to me, and I was able to get through school by doing the bare minimum. I would do my homework on the bus, sadly enough, or sometimes not at all. I made up excuses, and I had to answer for everything. I wasn't being challenged to be better or to work harder. My first month at Cardigan wasn't easy either. I was tested academically more than I ever had been. I had to put in significant more time into my homework and would study long hours to do well on exams. My excuses no longer worked, and I wanted to give up. Luckily, my friends, family, teachers, and coaches encouraged and advised me to stick with it, and I am forever grateful that I did. This was the first step of my climb. Every day we have an opportunity to power through tough times or to flat out give up. Right now, I am 100% out of my comfort zone. This is the truth. I am aware that speaking in front of people in large groups is one of my biggest weaknesses and fears. I have avoided it for years. Pretty stealthy. When preparing for this speech, I asked myself a bunch of questions. How will I get through this? What are people going to think? What if I mess up? Will I sweat through my suit? Well, it's a little leaky. Something we learned this week as a staff from one of our guest speakers was that these feelings are perfect. These feelings are perfect. Dare to face your fears. Accept challenges. Sometimes we are put in situations that may not be ideal or may not be comfortable. Some days we may want to hide. I encourage you to have a voice. Make a decision on how you would like to spend your time as a cougar. This is all part of your climb and process. At Cardigan, you will learn many important core values and life skills, like the boys already mentioned: compassion, integrity, respect, and my favorite, cougar courage. You will learn how to study. You will learn how to manage your time. You will learn how to ask for help. Most importantly, please know that you can always ask for help. You will learn how to connect and speak with your peers to resolve issues in dorms, classrooms, and on the playing fields. 20 years ago, I sat where you sit today, eager, but really nervous. My advice to you is this: trust and believe in the process. The first few weeks may be hard. We're extremely uncomfortable. There will be times where things don't go your way. There will be times when you're asked to do more than you think you can, or that you don't quite comprehend something right away. This is completely normal. But quickly find that these challenges will make you much, much stronger. You will gain confidence and knowledge with each step at Cardigan Mountain School. Respect and believe the climb. Thank you. And go Cougars.
Thank you, Mr. Leisenring, for sharing your remarks with us and your story. Fellas, he is one of you, and you've a lot to learn from him as he is from you. Throughout your Cardigan career, your paths will undoubtedly feature many highs, but also many lows and a lot of in-betweens. And as Mr. Leisenring said, accepting those challenges and understanding what is in front of you is half the battle. I know that a lot of you are tired. Actually, I hope all of you are tired right now. It's been a very long day, and for some of you, a very long couple of days. But I want for a second this evening, now that we're all together, with the exception of a few folks who are still making their way to the point, I want for a second for you to consider what you are. Not who you are, but what you are, what we all are. Above all, you are a human being. The exact same general organism as everyone else who inhabited this planet now and who has come before you. But also completely unique from all others. No single person has or ever will be exactly the same as you. Think of that. You are completely unique. There has never been, ever, anything quite like you, and there never will be again. Each of us is a biological organism existing in an unprecedented social and physical environment. But we aren't just floating along, reacting to stimuli. As humans, we have the power to influence our paths. The greatest power we all have is reasoned choice. We all have the power to choose. This can never be taken away, ever, by anybody or any authority. Your power to choose. Your life, our lives, are a series of choices that we make. Some are simple choices and some are really profound choices. I want you to think about the areas of your life on a daily basis and what kind of choices you have to make. You may discover that you may have more than you think, and you may make more than you think. At Cardigan, we ask you to do a lot of things that feel like the same. We tell you how long your hair can be, what you're supposed to wear to different functions, what time to get up, what time to turn out the lights. But by taking away some of your choices, we actually liberate you to make other choices. And this is one of the gifts that Cardigan gives you. And we never told you that, but it's happening. I want you to think about what you want to accomplish this year. Think about your personal goals. I hope each of us has some personal goals. I'm sure it's one of the things you talked about with your mom and dad on your way here. What are some of your goals this year? Each of you has the power to make choices to help you achieve what you want, to help you achieve those goals. We're here, as Mr. Leismering said, we're here to help you. I'm so excited for the year ahead, and I know I speak for the faculty when I say that we can't wait to work with each of you to help you along the way. Respect your choices. Respect each other's choices. And honor the choices that others make. And respect the climb. Thank you.
Before we move on in our presentation, I would like to thank Coach Leisenring and Mr. Day for their remarks on our theme this year, Lifting While You Climb, Taking Risks and Meeting Our Goals. I've spent a lot of time thinking about the words in our Cardigan hymn, the goals towards which we all will strive, and how that very nicely fits into the theme this year.
please remain standing for the final blessing? Thank you, boys, and thank you, Mr. Leisenring and Mr. Day and Mr. Novak. That was an awesome way to start the year. You may bow your heads if you wish. Father, as we go forth from here for the first time as this unique collection of individual souls who have come together to create one united community, let us be guided by our core values and inspired by the words which we heard tonight, that it's okay to be uncomfortable, it's okay to have fears, but it is what we do to embrace those feelings and face those challenges that will determine our destiny at Cardigan. May we remember that as iron sharpens iron, so one honorable person has the capacity to sharpen his companion. Help us to keep one another razor sharp by challenging each other to do and to be better today than we were yesterday, and to look forward into tomorrow with joy, optimism, and strength. Let the adventure begin. Amen. Now please wait and remain standing to be dismissed by our chapel leaders, Gabe Brondel and Deegan Blasco.